Yo everybody, welcome back to some more Attack on Titan. We are on episode 19 today. This episode is titled Fight, and this is part of the 57th Expedition Beyond the Walls Part 3. So last episode we had a lot going on. We had a lot of fighting and basically a whole devolution, if you will, of the formation that we had for this whole plan, this whole practice run that we had. The formation is out the window, basically. We went into the really tall tree area where it seemed like nobody knew what was going on. Even Eren was like, oh, I just gotta confide in these people in the Levi squad that they know what's going on. And then he's looking around, everybody's like afraid. They're discombobulating before his eyes. And he's looking at Levi like, yo, what's going on? Yeah, so last episode, we saw more of the female Titan. We saw her in action fighting, and she is a pretty damn good fighter. She's putting up quite a fight with every single troop and every single Survey Corps member that goes up against her. They all get destroyed. They get splattered in crazy ways, like really graphic ways. So she is a very, very strong fighter, and surprisingly, I guess to our surprise, to my surprise, the Levi squad is not facing her. Instead, it seems like Erwin has a plan on how to deal with this Titan by luring her into this area. I'm assuming that they're using the foliage as a sort of camouflage for a secret weapon that they're going to unveil in this episode. That was kind of my interpretation or my hypothesis last episode, and it just seems to make a lot of sense because otherwise this makes no sense. This is a complete debacle. There's a lack of communication. Nobody knows what's going on. The formation is completely broken down, and there's not a whole lot of logic to the different things that they're orchestrating or that they're planning, at least the way that they're going about it. The formation, what was it, the left flank and the right flank going and staying at the foot of the sort of tree area, staying at the base to just attack any Titans that try to come through. There's no Titans that are coming through because obviously the standard Titan that's not an aberrant or one of the human transforming Titans, they're very low maintenance in terms of how they attack and how they kind of orchestrate and engage with people. They literally are stuck up on trees. What was it? We saw literally the shot of Armin and Mikasa and John all up in the trees, and then the Titans are just kind of scraping up the tree trying to get up, but they're almost docile in a sense. They're not doing anything. So clearly they're not gonna go into the forest. That forest is for the Titans that deviate from the norm and that would proceed forward because they have a certain plan in mind. Obviously, that is the female Titan. Erwin very clearly wants to deal with this female Titan, so he has some kind of plan. How they're gonna deal with it in this episode, I don't know. I feel like the female Titan's still gonna put up a pretty good fight, to be honest with you. I don't think she's gonna go down easy. I'm maybe assuming that we might get a casualty this episode of somebody important. I don't know who, but I'm assuming somebody from the Levi squad is probably gonna get squashed up in here. I don't know who, I don't know when, I don't know where, but maybe, possibly. Yeah, other things that I would like to see in this episode, we might get a reveal as to who the female Titan is. We don't know who it is. We are assuming very strongly, based off of Armin's extrapolations and his own kind of hypothesizing and his own thoughts, that it's a human being in there, and that it seems to be somebody that we know. And even Armin last episode was giving hints, hold up, do I know this Titan? It seems like that's kind of what he was thinking at times, at least based off his expression and the single cuts that we got. So it's possible that Armin knows that it's somebody that is close to us, or that is somebody that he's seen before, something like that. So we might get a reveal this episode. We might get a death this episode. At the very least, though, we will definitely get some answers this episode, I think. At the very least, an answer to what the hell we're doing in this forest, because it doesn't seem to be working out for us. Yeah, so I'm excited for this episode. Let's check it out. I'm curious. This is gonna be interesting. That's a cool looking flare. That's a little cartwheel. A noise grenade. Put your life on the line for Eren. Yep. Damn. They gotta keep doing it. Damn. That's not the goal though. Damn, Eren's gonna feel real guilted about this though. He is the package. Nobody. Man, he got destroyed like a fly. God. Yo, Petra's mortified. they're obeying orders as well. Everybody's obeying orders here. Because he doesn't know. You just don't understand. He's still green. Jesus. This is not like Eren though. This goes so counter to his personality. Chill out. If you transform, they're going to immobilize you. They're gonna knock you out, bro. You need to rely on others. Okay, this is a worse idea. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yo, he's really thinking about it. Damn, Levi. Ooh. That's true. I love this. Damn, make the decision you'll regret the least. Wait, did he just try to do it again? Eren. Cut you right out of the Titan's neck. That's what I've been thinking the entire time. Right. You know what? Actually, that makes sense. Hanji. Damn, Hanji's getting ready to experiment on Eren. She wants to experiment on him so bad. Hanji's ready to risk it all. Is this training? Probably. Well, he's not really that mindless. I mean, less so than the average Titan. Nothing. What happened? Right, it's not working. That's bad. Yeah. Otherwise, bro, there's nothing to you. He's like the Hulk now. Oh, it's so funny, actually. It's very similar to the Hulk. I love the Levi squad. It is really a group of people that just... they think. I mean, that was the status quo for a very long time, that nobody could turn into a Titan. The fact that you can is just a revelation. It's a miracle. So... Yo! Damn! No! Wait, what happened? Another partial transformation? Oh, shoot. Oh, damn, his arm. Wow. Oh, everybody is like ready to to murk him. Yo, Petra, relax, guys. Damn. It really does look suspicious, though, that he would transform like that while they're eating. Their defense was the lowest that it could possibly be. Their guard was down. So they're on the edge now, like... Was that intentional? They're mad. What are you gonna do? Relax. Oh, damn, dude. They're mad. God damn. The fact that he had to like say I can do it, I don't believe him. My intuition. Hey, he believes in himself. I think he's gonna pop emotionally. Hanji! Oh my god, Hanji. He's drooling. What the hell? Ew. It's hot, yeah. Oh wow, without the skin it's really hot. Right, there's always steam in circulation within the body of the Titan. Love Hanji. Such a good character. They brought that out. Ooh. They did get the spoon though. Huh. So maybe it's like infliction mixed with purpose. If he has these two elements, then he can bring it out.
向けられるまで気づきませんでした。あそこまで自分は信用されてなかったとは。当然だ。
Yeah, of course.
俺はそういう
That's why I chose them. Well, they're the Levi squad. Come on.
何も感じないってわけにはいかんだろ。
Well, they felt betrayal more than anything. They asked for reasons because they want to trust him.
に手間取っちゃってさ。まあとりあえず。
Trying to keep it on the DL. That's the spoon
スプーンですか。
そう。
that he dropped.
なぜか熱や圧力による変形は見られない。何か
Oh,
思うことはない？
that's an interesting point.
確かそれを拾おうとして。
He tried to pick it up, but he couldn't reach it. He needed more reach.
今回巨人化できなかった理由はそこにあるのかも。
If the goal is just to transform,
巨
then it
人
doesn't
を
happen.
殺す。砲弾を防ぐ。
He needs purpose. Yeah, I mean, it makes it easy now to
何なんだ
understand.
これは。
If it can be a goal as minuscule as that, then any bigger of a goal can bring out more.
ないんだな。はい。
Of course he didn't. Are they trying to do like a pack thing? What is this?
ちょっと何やって
They
んですか。
trying to do like a
言って。
display of like apology or something?
俺
kinda
たちの
sappy.
判断を間違えた。
But I like that they care so much. This is interesting. The Levi squad is filled with like
それ自
empaths.
体は間違ってねえんだからな。
They really care
調子に乗んなよ
about
マキ。
ごめん。
the fact that yeah. Okay, so the Levi squad is dope as hell. All of them are dope as hell. Why did Levi choose them? Because they are awesome. Simple. Have faith in it. Oh, okay. It comes back full circle. I'm like, So they got lore. They're more than just a squad right now. They really are good friends.
さっさと決めろ。
He's gonna choose to continue. Yeah. They didn't want him to choose that. They wanted him to choose the other thing. No! We lost another. Oh.
ごめんなさい。
The guilt. Damn, the pressure. Oh, damn, yo, she's getting into a crazy stride. That's like a Usain Bolt. That's like a... She's getting ready. Oh, no.
前を見続けている。
Yeah, Levi doesn't
先輩たち
flinch.
も
He
兵長を
goes
信
with
じ
what
て
needs to be
全てを
done.
託してる。
That's also why he doesn't waver.
俺も
Because he has so much like trust in him. He needs to set the example.
してくれたように。
Yo, she is right on their tail. Also, why is he looking like that? Looks silly. They finally did it. They crossed it. Erwin! What's the plan? Damn. They speared the hell out of this Titan. Jeez. Wow. That's literally... I wasn't thinking exactly that, but I was like, they got a weapon somewhere. Erwin has a plan. Levi's gonna join the battle. And they go.
あの巨人を生け捕りに。
They're gonna study this Titan. That's not possible, though. If that Titan gets within the walls, it'll create chaos.
あの巨人を捕らえたんだぞ。これが調査兵団の力だ。舐めてんじゃねえぞこのバカ。
They're believing in it, but
わかったか。
relax, guys. Overconfident. Oh, damn.
よくこのポイントまで言う。
I mean, it's well trapped right now, but
こいつのうなじの中にいるやつと会える。
maybe not. Kind of coincidentally, she's covering her neck. She does look a little worried though. Wow. Damn, so we're gonna get a reveal next episode. Woo! Damn, dude! What? Oh my god. That was dope. That was very cool. Wow, I loved this episode a lot. We really didn't go very far in this episode. We literally went from like running away from the Titan to finally capturing the Titan. But I love the flashback to the sort of training of Eren's powers. That was some of the stuff that I used to that I was kind of like anticipating that we would see, like a montage or just an episode dedicated to seeing Eren working with the squad. I love now the relationship that they share. This is great. I love how they've established the Levi squad as a group of very empathetic people. They're extremely empathetic because they were justified in their anger, to be honest. Like, they made the abrupt assumption that he did it intentionally so as to, like, you know, prove a point or to try to, like, you know, get them while they were their defenses were low. Like, they felt immediate opposition and they were like, you could see that they were emotionally like affected by that move. That was, you know, fundamentally an accident. It was unintentional. And then to go from that stance of being like ready to attack and offended and angered and frustrated to not just like being like, okay, well, we're okay now because we understand that you did it by mistake, but apologizing and making a gesture in communion, in tandem together as a means of showing their apology and their, you know, that they want to bridge that gap. That's like a lot, you know what I mean? They are really empathetic people. I love the Levi squad. They're very cool people, even the weakest link. Even he is he's awesome. What the heck? So yeah, the Levi squad is very, very cool. The relationship that we got to see being built between the Levi squad and Eren is very, very cool, and it was absolutely necessary in this episode in order for us to feel what Eren felt in that moment, which was like a genuine trust in the lack of information, right? Utter faith in his teammates and in Levi and in the squad in general, I guess more broadly in the Survey Corps, that they would be able to handle this somehow, some way. So that is very cool to me. Yeah, I'm very happy with this episode. So next episode, we're gonna get a reveal. We're gonna figure out who is the person behind the mask. This is basically Scooby-Doo now. We're gonna find out who the person is that decided to conduct all this information. You could see, by the way, in Erwin's eyes when we finally did the attack and they got the Titan trapped. Erwin looks peeved. Erwin looks very angry, and then Levi has reason to be even angrier because he's witnessing his comrades falling one by one for the sake of this whole plan. So right now, every Survey Corps member is pissed at this person, and when they get ejectocito from that cockpit from the neck, yeah, we're gonna get a real strong like scene, I think, emotionally. So yeah, I hope next episode they give us a little bit more information as to what the plan is going forward, because now that they've captured this Titan, quote unquote captured, we still don't know how they're going to be able to transport her. I guess they technically could eject her from the neck and then put her in confinement to take her back, or they could drug her, I guess. I don't know, they probably have their own methods, but I'm assuming there's going to be question asking. And then I guess beyond that, what is the goal moving forward insofar as the practice? Are they going to continue with trying the whole formation thing, or are they just going to abandon ship, go back to the city, recoup their losses, regroup, regather, rebuild, reconquer, and just kind of decide to go at it another day? I wonder if they're going to forfeit and just finish the mission as is, because technically while they didn't do the supply run and they kind of basically gave up on everything else, they did get a lot done with dealing with this Titan. If they managed to finally put this person under confinement and kind of prevent them from doing this again, so we can finally actually conduct the mission properly. Because imagine if this Titan appeared when we were going to plug up the wall. That would have been awful. Not only do we have to deal with the Colossal Titan who keeps kicking in the wall every now and then, and surprisingly this time around the Armor Titan wasn't there, but if the Armor Titan was there, we would be out of our element quite a bit. And then add on to that the female Titan and we would be done. So this was a massive win, and yeah, I can't wait for the next episode. Yeah, this is intense.